So, she's on.
Thank you. Just about. There we go. And let's see. And they fit perfectly.
And it does.
Okay.
Lovely. That's it, darling. Stand in front of it. What? Stand in front of it.
The funeral symbol's been built in the west bank of Luxor, from the name that you can tell. That was for Ramesses II. His mummy was there, or his body was mummified in there. His funeral furniture being made in there, and the biggest, largest statue in history of the pharaohs was in here. A part of it is still there, and it weighed 1,000 tons of granite, 25 meters high, being brought from one of the granite quarries in Aswan. All those caves right there, and further is Valley of the Nobles. We're passing by Valley of the Nobles, your right hand side, and it is the largest, and excavations are everywhere. Here you are, those two statues representing King Amenophes III sitting on the throne of Egypt, decorated the pylon or the facade of that temple, and each one of them is 17 meters high, out of quartzite, in a very bad state of preservation, but you can tell how huge they are. There are 4 statues beside the legs of the king.
Side, one of them is in a very bad state of preservation, and there was another one next to it. There were 2 more on the other side, and those are what remains of them. surrounded by those roads. There's a beautiful bust I recommend for you to take a shot for later on during your free time, representing Ramesses II with a great fashion. Right behind, this is the Sphinx's Avenue. I used to run for 3 kilometers or more to Karnak collection. They used to use it during the festivals of the honeymoon between God Amon-Ra and his wife, representing the Pharaoh, Ramesses II. It is called Semitawi. Semitawi for the ancient Egyptians is that, in the ancient Egyptian language, that word for the two lands are united, or the unification of the two lands. Every Pharaoh wanted to prove to people, to gods, that he was powerful, capable to unify Upper and Lower Egypt together. From the very beginning of the ancient Egyptian civilization. Ta in the ancient Egyptian language means land. If it is Tawi, two lands, several lands, it is Taw. 2 months ago, they found those kind of tunnels and like the canals they used to use to keep the flooding away from the collection going this direction. You should know that the Nile was wider than our days. Very close to the site, and even you're going to see the remains of the Upper Egypt crown on the other side. The two statues of the very famous attitude I told you about, and you may wonder why the left foot is always in the front. It's related to the military marches, as the king is having a brave heart, according to the direction of his heart, and we still use it till now in any army in the world, which is left, right, left, right. Representing him wearing the double crown of Upper and Lower Egypt, the crook and the flame, the dagger, and his beautiful wife Nefertari is represented there and carved, as you see in their existence. Right? The other two are in a very bad state of preservation, as you see.
Fell over at some stage. It still has all its pictures. Oh, they're quite nice. Looks complete, this one. Although, of course, on its side.
Oh, that's easily solved.
Yeah.
There, it's mentioning the duration, which was 7 months, from the first moment of cutting the obelisk to erecting, boat will be sailing, and we got to catch Ombo temple visit before the office or the booth of the tickets is closed. This temple is for you, and the other one as well. If you want to miss it, it is your call. I think as a third eye for the king, to protect it from. Thank you. To protect it from what's beyond, as a third eye. Why? Because the eyelids of the used to build any ancient Egyptian temple from inside to outside, interior to exterior. That means we are talking about the last part being built, then the time of Ptolemy number 9. And further, deeper, you're going to see that it is getting older. So the deeper we'll go, the older.
Hippo.
Where's the hippo?
It's down there, see?
Huh?
Closer to me, please, to hear what I say, not to be distracted by someone. Not to distract you. Some even instruments the ancient Egyptians used when they, and even we'll compare them now to nowadays, or some of those instruments they are used nowadays in their own functions. Loads of carvings, as you see right in there, within details, you can tell. And that was something known in the Greek time to represent even the top as topless, right? As they give the freedom to the Egyptian artisans, like in the Greek style, to depict the female figures like that. Delivering her son from the and when she came here, they made that bath position of her head. I couldn't see what was
Get the feather. This feather of ostrich. Ostrich feather. God is Ma.